The accusation today, which is going to hit headlines tomorrow, is that, well, Patrick Vallance refers to his diary in autumn 2020 and says that Dominic Cummings reports Rishi Sunak as saying, just let people die and that's okay. That is surely as bad as let the bodies pile high. This is utterly destructive and could well end Rishi Sunak's premiership. I think this is together with his decision to read. Well, it's all diaries today, isn't it? Together with his. Did I pronounce that word correctly? Yes. Together with his appropriation of Suella Braverman's notebooks to spearhead the Rwanda plan, rather than to think again or to think differently, to challenge the law, to test the limits of the law like a burglar. Rishi Sunak is now parroting the sort of things that Boris got into trouble for, letting it rip. Boris had argued that we should let COVID rip, and Mr. Cummings said, just let people die and that's okay. And Sir Patrick didn't personally hear Rishi Sunak say, let people die, but he testifies today that's what Dominic Cummings said. It is astonishing. Boris Johnson was, according to Sir Patrick, bamboozled by the science and didn't understand graphs. Why would he? He's been brought up with classics. And although he has an ability to do some drawing, I don't imagine graphs are his strong point. Boris apparently was broken with his head in his hands, and saying that we are too shit to get our act together. I think that's what it said anyway. And Sunak thought that it was more important to control scientists rather than COVID, more important to control the message rather than the reality. And maybe that's the approach he's taking for Rwanda as well, more important to control the message than the reality. And you can't blame Sir Patrick for having it in for Rishi Sunak if Sunak has made it quite clear that he doesn't trust scientists. Sunak apparently has said that he's not going to respond to every comment in a piecemeal fashion, and the public will hear from the Prime Minister when he gives evidence. But it's like tossing a grenade into government, and Sir Patrick Vallance has probably done more damage to Rishi Sunak today than Suella Braverman ever hoped to do in a whole year of messing around and fiddling. It's utterly, utterly damning. And within the context of that, he then Patrick goes on further and says it was quite clear that eating out, the restaurant thing, was a high risk activity. So the policy eat out to help out completely reversed the scientific advice by saying we will pay to go into an environment with people from other households, mix in an indoor environment for periods extended over a couple of hours or more. Dangerous. And Mr. Sunak apparently did not recall any concerns about the scheme, but clearly Sir Patrick wants to make those concerns very clear now, and the precise date for let it rip and let them die is the entry for the 25th of October, when the country was heading towards a second lockdown. And Mr. Johnson apparently added, they've had a very good innings. It is extraordinarily casual about death and about the threat we all faced at that point. Extraordinarily casual. And these people think that these people think in their wildest imagination that they're going to get it re-elected. I would rather re-elect Dracula. At least he would have a purpose. Rishi Sunak, Boris Johnson. These revelations are utterly... they rip the carpet from underneath everything the Conservative Party has been building up. Everything. Extraordinary.